Hey, how's it going, chat? Good afternoon / good evening, depending on how far east to west of me you are. How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to be reading the TWAB online, but until it actually comes up on the website, we're going to be waiting by playing some games. And thank you to those who were here before and at the beginning of the stream. Darius, Sci-Fi Man, thank you for the new re-up on your sponsorship. Thank you so much. I got a lot to do anyway. I got a lot of stuff for the helm to do. I don't think I've even touched this week's missions yet, so I probably got to go through that. Oh, and if you're watching this after the fact as a replay, I am going to have a timestamp where the actual TWAB reading starts if you want to just go skip straight to that. So if you're here later on, watch from there. Yo, what up, Kaylin? I saw you in the server there. How's it going, guys? Yes, the Discord is open to all. And for those who maybe have some really cute looking pets, we have a special pet picture and video channel. And we also have an anime channel for those of us who are fellow weebs like myself. Let me actually, before I get into the helm, let me try to use my phone and be all smart about turning off my Spotify so I can actually hear this. Boom. Yo, what up, Gamer Toxin? Darius, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm gonna let my phone turn on here. So I've got like an old phone of mine. See, the cool little streamer trick I have here is if you have an old phone, maybe you get like a new phone, instead of trading the old one in, you keep it and use it for things like Spotify and your chat and all that, so you've got an extra device to control all that stuff. That way if I get a text or a message for one of my reseller items, I can actually go and answer the message. Weird to think I've been watching you for like almost 2 years since... Wow, 2 years. Yeah, you're right. Season of Opulence, man. Actually, that's almost 3 years. Because now we're in 2021. So I think September of this year will be 3 full years, man. Wow. Man, time has really been flying, hasn't it? It was maybe a year or so ago that Forsaken was about to come out. And we were hearing about redacted stuff, which is, you know, Gambit now that we know. It's crazy how fast that flies. Gamer Talk says, got a PS5, but the problem is that I have super bad internet. I wish there was a way to help you with that, man. You're gonna have to either maybe it's as simple as like a reset of your router, or you may have to figure out how you can work out getting better internet. I don't know, man. I don't know how bad the internet is though. Yo, thank you, Unqualified Player. Yeah, bad internet has been the bane of every gamer's existence at some point. Alright, is it gonna let me actually... Jeez, can it just let me freaking... Well, this worked before. I don't know why it's not working now. Good internet recommendations. I would say just whatever you're on, just try to up the tier that you're on. Really, business tier is where it's at. That's where you want to be. Yo, what up, Rugs? Not to mention, it also varies by region too. So like, maybe your region doesn't have access to that good of internet. Maybe you're like really far out in the rural areas. Or maybe you're in a country that just is notorious for not having good internet. I believe you said you're in the UK, so I'm not really sure what the options are out there. But I am aware that if you go business tier, most companies will give you better internet. One gigabyte internet, but every time I load up Destiny, my speeds seem to be limited to 8 megabytes down, 3 megabytes up. That's weird. That's actually a huge drop. Huh. I don't know what company you're with, Sai, but that may actually be something you want to take up with your company. There have been times where my internet was so bad that I couldn't stream for like a month or two. Back then, it was probably because I had Wi-Fi as opposed to actually being hardwired in. So if you're hardwired in and that's happening, that's a huge issue. If you're over the air, then there's some deterioration that happens, but you may still want to call your provider just to make sure that there's anything they can do about it.
The Cabal have no shame. They failed to take out our leadership, and now they escalate their barbarism on the battleground. Believe me, I wish it were not this way, but I've seen this pattern play out many times before. Like the warlords of our darker days, H.E.L and her commanders see honor as currency, valuable only for the fear it strikes in their enemies' hearts. There's no merit in it, no trust, and there's no negotiating with brutes like that. Meet them on the battlefield and prove again and again where the real honor lies.
Man, Saladin is such a badass, man. I kind of want to see him fight, though. Like, he can really talk with the best of them. Actually, no, we have seen him fight. That's not true. We actually saw him fight in Rise of Iron. Although, I guess because it's not canon, technically, I guess we technically haven't seen him fight. Either way. You have a LAN cable and installs over 250 ping? That's weird. Have you reset your router, Gamer Toxin? Flow into my PC only while D2 is loaded. That's weird. Yeah, it might be a D2 issue then. Yeah, if it's only happening during D2 side, then it's got to be something with the game. Huh. Maybe it's like one of the most recent updates, or has it been like that forever? Because actually, recently I had a problem with my mouse. Like, I could move my mouse like this, right? But I couldn't click it. And then eventually I couldn't move it at all. And then I switched mice, right, to my other mouse from like my laptop, and it still didn't work. So I switched back, and then I can Alt F4 out of the game, and then the mouse was fine. It's fine now. Like, I had to reboot the game, but maybe there's some sort of a bug they haven't fixed yet, or maybe it's just really draining your Wi-Fi. Nine months? Yeah, I would talk to your provider a whole lot. I mean, I don't know if you're on business tier or how much of a difference that would be. Or maybe you can look at other providers if they offer that in your area. I know in some areas it's like a geographical monopoly, so you kind of don't have a choice in some places. So I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I would say call them every day, but if you do that, they're liable to block you. So, and yes, they will actually block your calls unless you're a business tier customer in most companies. So, I mean, do what you can. Call them, call around, see other prices. But I found that once I hit business tier, all of a sudden a lot of the problems went away. So it might just be an issue they want you to pay more. I need to get Cabal Gold. So I need to go and use some hammer charges then. Gamer Talk says he's been having his problem for about 11 months. When's the last time you reset the router? It's basically that device that all the LAN cables hook up to, right? So like if you have like a cable going in your house or like I guess an old school phone wire, that would all go to this big box that your Ethernet cables plug into. Yes, then I don't know, man. You may have to either upgrade or maybe it's the router issue. There was a couple of times where I've had to have my router switched out because there was a problem either with the software or the hardware. Like they've had to reflash my router. So try to get them to do that and see what happens. Although I'm assuming you've already tried that. So if you have, then you may have to either upgrade or figure something else out. I hate to say it, but sometimes that's what it is. I thought oh yeah, I already got this emblem. I remember getting this. Tried a new router? Yeah, I figured as much. Actually, yeah, that can help, Kaylin. People underestimate the amount of difference it makes having to go through certain amounts of like drywall or wiring, brick. Like for me, what I had to do is I had to set it up to where I have a second router in my actual office as opposed to where the router is, like the actual gateway is. So I had to use like a power line, right? So it plugs into like the power in the wall. And then through that, I have another side that picks up that signal from the power in the wall, puts it into my second router, my Netgear, and then plug that directly into my PCs, my Xbox, whatever. And that has resolved almost all my issues. And it may be something that drastic. But that's also like if you're going from over the air Wi-Fi to LAN cable, it's going to still make a big difference either way. Let's get... Basically, if it's below 1300, I'm just going to trash it. Unless it's like really good stats. Then I may keep it. But this is actually terrible stats. Well, actually, that's not terrible stats. Let me check real quick before I just throw it out. Yeah, it's not really good enough to necessarily keep above most of my other stuff here. Then again, this could be good for the on-site yielding. Let me check one more thing. Recovery versus... Yeah, actually, this is a better stat. So I'm going to go ahead and just buff this up a little bit. Internet slows down playing D2 and kids are on Fortnite. Well, yeah, I mean, that's more of a bandwidth issue. Like, you're just using a lot of bandwidth. Yeah, let's get rid of this too. You know, it's kind of sad how class items have very little value on their own. Like, basically, they have no additional stats. It's just like which affinity and how much power. Actually, this might not be too bad for PvE. You know, if it was like a machine gun meta for PvE, firing a line on this wouldn't be too bad. In fact, it would actually be pretty good. Especially like with Zen Moment. But then again, like that's more for PvP. It's kind of a split set of perks there. Crashed a bus into a pole down the street. Oh, yeah. Must have been a phone pole. All right, looks like the TWAB is up, so let's go ahead and switch it on over. I came prepared today. Well, they tweeted it out, I guess. Maybe it takes a minute. Just gonna keep spamming that. Nope. Well, the tweet's out, so it should be like maybe a minute. Not sure why it's not coming up. Guess I'll just keep spamming it. Thank you, Sai. I'm not able to click that on the computer I'm actually streaming on because I'm not on chat there. But I appreciate the offer. Let me actually look it up. Actually, I'll click on this other computer here. All right, so the link is up. I just look at how it's not on the homepage yet. Here, you know what? Let's just do this. All right, screw it. Here, you know what? Give me 1 second, chat. I'm going to pull it up from the Twitter. There we go. All right. Let's go and blow that up because I know a lot of y'all are on mobile and can't really see this stuff that easily. All right. So I tend to skip over a lot of the, what's it called? Like small talk, current events with the world and stuff like that. I tend to skip that over just because a lot of us are here for game-related stuff. So we're going to stick with that for the most part here. So if you want to read the full thing, you can read that more on your own. But we're going to skip over the intro, which is usually a bunch of small talk. In this case, it's about events that'll get me demonetized anyway. So going to skip that. Let's see. Grandmasters have begun. All right, so we have the Adept Swarm this week. Iron Banner, I'm going to guess that'll be next week. Yep, March 23rd. The day after my birthday, actually. So next Tuesday, the next 7 days are going to be Iron Banner, Bonus Valor, Clear Eyes of Tomorrow. What's this? Eyes of Tomorrow. They received reports that Eyes of Tomorrow was doing less damage on bosses after update 3.1.0. We acknowledge that there was no intended damage reduction, so they did not actually mean to nerf this, hopefully. And started investigating a fix. We discovered there was a modifier incorrectly placed on the weapon that was reducing its damage to mini-boss combatants like the bosses you find in a Lost Sector. We have a fix ready for hotfix 3.1.1.1, which is currently scheduled for March 30th, so pretty much at the end of Iron Banner. There are reports that this was also affecting damage against raid bosses, but our internal test teams were unable to reproduce this and didn't find any changes to the damage outputs against big baddies like Shanix, while using several different combinations of buffs and debuffs. We appreciate all the reports of this issue that led us to this fix, but that's not all. There is other chatter on the air about this highly coveted launcher of mini rockets. Drop rates for Eyes of Tomorrow. I'm guessing drop rates have been too low. Yep. Ah, yes, TLDR, they know me. So in the upcoming hot fix, the same one that we mentioned for the damage fix, we've collapsed all of your account rating completions into a single value, so bad luck protection applies properly no matter which characters you run the raid on. This applies retroactively, so if you still haven't gotten a drop yet, you will have the corrected drop chance after the fix goes live, depending on how much raiding you have already done. So if you guys have already done the raids, then you should... It sounds like on the next run, you will probably still get it, or they'll just give it to you. But either way, if you've done a lot of raiding and haven't gotten Eyes of Tomorrow, you should go and raid again after this fix goes live. Not this next week, but the week after next. So March 30th, they're going to put this fix in. And they go more in detail here about the actual bad luck protection. We're not going to go into detail on this part. So we're going to skip this part here. Next up is Rock'em Sock'em. Oh, this is the that question of who's going to win, Wyvern versus Taken Captain. I would go with Taken Captain because he likes to teleport a lot. Oh, they're just pointing to the poll. I would say Taken Captain, guys. Who do you think is going to win? Taken Captain versus Wyvern. They're both pretty stout competitors there. Yo, what up, Mike? All right, we got our known issues lists. All right, so the last update fixed an issue where some users were missing friends or clan members in their PS5 roster. Is this really still a problem? Like, this has been an Xbox issue for like several years. Adjusted Risk Runner perk VFX. Reduced Arbalest aim assist. Fixed multiple Ascendant challenge triumphs. And then the update for next week. Oh, no, this update goes live on the 23rd. Okay, so they actually wrote it incorrectly. Either up at the top where they first talked about when they're going to deploy that update, or it's going to be on the 30th and they wrote it wrong there. So we're going to have to ask for clarification on this because it did say the 30th on one of these. Yeah, here we go. See? So the hot fix scheduled for March 30th, set it up here for the Eyes of Tomorrow fix. But down here in the known issues area, it does say it'll go live next week on the 23rd. So that'll be this Tuesday. So just be on the lookout this Tuesday for that fix. Issues being addressed in this next update are the issue that prevented Scan and Heroic VIP patrols from appearing on Europa. I kind of liked not seeing those though. Like I hate scanning Heroic VIP. I like the ones where I just kill stuff. Fixed an issue where the Frozen in Time ornament couldn't be equipped to No Time to Explain. Fixed an issue that caused Eyes of Tomorrow to do less damage than intended against the L-bar enemies. And then many stasis changes. Let's go ahead and actually look into those because we're going to be affected by those. Oh, it's the ones from last week's TWAB. Okay, so we've already kind of gotten accustomed to that. Trials of Osiris update. What you guys are actually here for. Last Saturday, it was discovered that an issue with match rejoins in the Trials of Osiris playlist that we thought we had fixed earlier in the week did not fix the issue. With update 3.1.1, this issue should no longer occur, so Trials is scheduled to start at its regularly scheduled time this week. So get your lag switches ready, get your whatever other cheats ready, so that now only those will be the problem. So only cheaters and only recovs will be the issue, hopefully, and only stasis will be the only issues in Trials from now on. So hopefully that's going to make the environment much better and not terrible. I know I'm giving them a little bit of extra shit here. Like they're probably going to fix this in like the big Trials update season, so it's probably going to go away. But it doesn't make me want to jump into Trials just yet. Bright Dust issue resolved. We actually saw a notification on my screen about this before. Earlier this week, we sent out missing Bright Dust to players who didn't receive any when completing the Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit Weekly challenges from February 10th to the 23rd. There was a delay between shipping out the in-game message and sending out the Bright Dust due to the 337,000 players who qualified, but all missing Bright Dust has now been delivered. Weekly known issues. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Previewing ghost projections can crash the game if players don't have a ghost shell equipped. Wow. The 5th feather in the Harbinger mission isn't spawning during week 3, and the 4th feather isn't spawning during week 2. Okay. The postmaster screen displays an opaque screen when trying to... Yeah, I actually saw this before. It like does like an overscreen, but if you hit escape, like to leave, it goes back to the normal screen and then clicks off. But then it takes away all your loot too, which is weird. Basically, you can't see missing items. Players can press the cancel button or escape key to remove it, which is what I just said. Locus of Communion sometimes teleports around the final area in the Presage mission. Yeah, that's kind of what it does. Turning on the PS5's 3D audio can make the Destiny 2 audio sound muffled. Ultra combatants' health bars are displaying in colors inconsistent to their icons and to other more powerful enemy types in multiple colorblind modes. Investigating PC FPS crashing issues. Inside Terminus Nightfall Triumph isn't counting progress. Alright, the rest just kind of seems like it's less and less interesting. Alright, full list is going to be in their help form for those who are more interested in the in-depth what's actually being bugged right now. Movie of the week. Let's see who won. Do we know this person or not? Does it say who it is? I'm not going to actually play the video because that could be a copyright issue. I don't know what's going on in that area. So the movie week is called We Came Down Here as a Squad of 9. I'm assuming it's something to do with the moon. Movie of the week, Thunderskip. Artist of the week. I forgot they did this actually. All right, we'll actually skip over this stuff because like this is all stuff that really you kind of have to see to appreciate. All right, looks like that's it for the week. So pretty much, Iron Banner's coming back next week. Trials is going to be on this weekend. There's going to be a fix, quote unquote fix for some stasis stuff as well as the other issues that we've already discussed coming in the next update as well. So that looks like everything, yeah. When's the update? Mike, the update. Okay, so they actually showed us 2 dates, and I went and scrolled back up to show that, but they said in the lower one with the known issues list that it's scheduled for this coming Tuesday, but in the actual paragraph about some of these fixes, They said they're going to deploy it on the 30th. So I would just wait for clarification from like DMG or somebody, because they're probably going to have to clarify like what they meant by that, because having two different dates on there can be a little confusing. Yo, what up, Corruptress? New Strike should also be here this week. I believe so, yes. I think that was in the calendar. And actually, I still have that page up, don't I? I do not. Never mind. I was going to just pop on over to the calendar, but we'll go ahead and jump in. Actually, I already got these bounties. Let's go ahead and just jump out to the battlegrounds. All right, so I've got to actually use my hammer first, because I'm at max gold on me right now. So let's just jump into some battlegrounds. Solar Singe, Grenadier. Do I have any unstoppable mods? Pulse, hand cannon. I wish they had some better ones. Oh, it's going pretty good, Corruptress. Good to see you again. Yeah, loot this weekend is going to be really important. I hope they get the loot right. Like, honestly, they really need to just start having, like, weapons at 3, and then maybe, like, fully masterworked armor with, like, high stats guaranteed at 5, and then probably adepts at flawless, and then just throughout the matches up to 7, you can have, like, random end-of-match drops for armor or resources or something like that. I feel like that's not really too much to ask at that point, and it probably should increase population considering Igneous Hammer is not locked behind 5 wins. Here we go. Yeah, they literally just gave the clarification. I told you they would. So I'm reading it on my phone, so I'm not going to show it on screen.
Deep in the Vex network, and it looks
Hold on.
like they have Imperial backup. You can catch them if you hustle.
Lucky for you.
Sorry about that. All right, so they just tweeted, Cosmo just tweeted that the Eyes of Tomorrow update is going to be this Tuesday, March 23rd, instead of the 30th. So yeah, like I was saying, it's probably going to be right on the bottom part. So they did clarify the screenshots here. Yep, looks like we got it. Yeah, so this Tuesday, 23rd. Mike, thank you for the tip. Appreciate it. Daily donation, man. Thank you so much, dude. All right. I better catch up before they kick me out of here. Well, sorry, that's actually not a bad, y'all didn't see that. Just skip ahead of this part. Skip. But yeah, it's not a bad way to do loot. I'm a little worried about locking anything nice behind 7 wins at this point. That's why I was thinking like Masterwork and High Stat at 5. That way you can maybe put like an Ascendant Shard at 7, right? Because if you're getting 7 wins, unless you got a loss, there's a good chance you've gone flawless, and so you're probably going to get the chest anyway. So at that point, the Adept is probably enough, maybe. But I would lock it to being Adepts only and not just like armor at the flawless chest. Because I'm thinking like if you just fought your way through a bunch of cheaters, right, or a bunch of DDoSers, which I guess is still technically cheating, you would not want to just get armor. I wouldn't. I'd be pissed. Like, I'd be livid about that. Like, honestly, if they could fully, maybe not fully, but if they could at least, like, adequately fix cheating on PC, I'd jump in more often. And by more often, I mean ever. Oh, damn it. There we go. Got really ambitious and went straight for the crit. Nope. Stay put. Stay put. I mean, Series X would probably reduce the amount of cheaters you have to go through, just because a lot of the cheats aren't really possible on console just yet, but all you have is like DDoS. But if you have like a VPN, you can get DDoS protection yourself. Which, by the way, if you need a VPN, I happen to have an affiliate link for one down below, one that I use myself personally, and I can vouch for it. Just gonna snipe you. Nope, nope, stay. Thank you. I may have stolen his kill. Do I feel bad about this? No. You know, that'd be a great idea for a command sci. I kind of wish I had thought about that before I said that. No, it's in the description, though. If you go down the description, you'll see it in the little red dot section named affiliates. Oh, no, it is a command. Okay, cool. I forgot I made that a command.
You're on the right track. Keep drilling down. You'll hit gold soon enough.
We're picking up big energy spikes below your feet. Odds are good, but that's where their commander is.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well, Express is really good, Sai. I don't think I've seen anyone else offer DNS protections either, let alone just generally having, I would say, one of the better ones. Like, I've actually looked around before I got Express, and once I realized they were actually, like, a legit one of the better ones, I kept them. Like, I just got the yearly membership for them and everything. Like, hell, even Tim Schmoyer for a long time was even recommending them. I really hope I have a bounty for this sniper rifle. Oh, I do. That's for strikes, though. I gotta use submachine guns anyway. Let's go ahead and switch that out. Since I really don't need a sniper in here. They only have 2 US servers? Wow. Yeah, I got spoiled on Express, man. They have like, what, 4, 6, or 8 or something like that? I forget. They have like at least 2 or 3 in, I think, in Texas, and they have at least 2 or more in LA. And they have at least 1 or 2 in like either DC or New York or something like that. Probably DC if I had to guess. Nor does a European-based company. Okay, didn't realize that. Most likely, Express is probably stateside. You might be right. When I did my research, I was only just looking at if they were good or not. Yo, what's up, Sequalia? Yeah, I'm on PC. A surefire way to tell is, can someone do this? And if the answer to that question is yes, they're on PC. Because there's no way you're going to do shit like this unless you got mouse and keyboard. Yo, what up, Benjamin? How's it going? I'm doing good myself, man. Hope you're doing the same. Well, that is true, Sai. I mean, you probably still have the frame counter, though. But that's kind of hard to see on mobile because it's kind of small even for me as, like, the guy in front of the computer. But if you're on mobile, you see, like, a little green dot on the top right corner. That's usually the frame counter. Wait. What the... Is that... Was that, like, a little stasis, buddy? I need to play my other characters more. Or at all would be great. Man, I finally just touched my Hunter and Warlock for the very first time since Beyond Light. And there were so many cutscenes I had to just go through and like mandatory missions, or I guess the first mission. Third aspects. Oh, you guys get a third aspect. We're Titans. We don't get 3 aspects. We're already too strong with 2. I mean, we have more than 2 aspects to choose from, but we can only actually put, I think, like 2 of them on. Or was it fragments?
Time
Wait.
to show the big boss what you got.
You know how to get their attention.
Was this the wrong door? It was kind of a chore. It's a lot of busy work. But then again, like, how much are they going to really invest in making that difficult? You know what I mean? Like, in a way, it's like the gateway to starting the content, because at that point, once you've gotten all of the different powers, then you have to go and master them, and you do other content with them. So, I don't know. I don't know how I would have done that differently. Although I admit it was kind of a chore to get it done. I would have rather it been something more fun. Oh, wait. I got a rocket launcher. I believe so, Sai. That shows how often I actually go into my menu. Man, Grenadier is a real lifesaver in this one. I forget how good it is. You know, I probably shouldn't have used that because I have simmering flames. I probably could have just kept using my grenades like crazy.
You gotta hand it to them. The Cabal sure get creative when it comes to warfare.
You think? All they're doing is retrofitting
Yo, what up,
Tech's
Pretty Slim?
technology.
Well, sure. If it's there, they might as well use it. Gotta be resourceful when you've been turned out of house and home. That goes double for when the Hive God of War is the one turning you out.
Is that a note?
Oh, your Xbox Live expired?
Hearing your voice
Yeah, I
already?
let mine lapse too. I've been on PC for so long at this point, it just doesn't make sense anymore.
My apologies.
I respect their hustle. That's all.
Oh, shit, I missed the voice line. I forgot what you said. I'm sure someone's got it on YouTube. No, but yeah, I finally got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I've been on PC continuously for like over a year. I just, you know what? It's time to just get rid of the Xbox. I still have the device. I just haven't renewed my gold. Oh, I got 2 of these done. Look at that. Better grab my postmaster and then go to the helm. Wouldn't want shit to get pushed out. You know, I find it funny that after all these things they're scrambling to fix, the one thing that they never decided to go and fix was the warning about your postmaster being full not happening until you're already pretty much back at your postmaster. Like, is it really that hard to just make the notification pop up in space when you happen to get something? That is true, Sai. I wonder if I can get that to work on I guess the Xbox app here on PC. Like if I can do it on PC, I'd be a lot more happy with just doing the Game Pass because then I can play a bunch of other games too.
Hi there. Thank you. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. This is all.
Nice shooting out there.
Oh, what's this? Sheltering energy. Defeating combatant with 7 Seraph weapon has a chance to drop a Warmind cell. Multiple copies of this mod do not stack.
Thanks.
Oh, there's a higher tier Game Pass for PC and Xbox. How much is that one? Do you know?
Sorry.
Keep it together, our sight. Nothing to shoot.
Oh yeah, the helm. Sometimes I'll like come in here and I'll do something and I'll forget why I was even there. Ultimate's 15 per month. Oh, it's so worth it. Oh, there's a different one for PC or console. Okay. I kind of like that. It gives me a chance to just sort of like move things over to PC for me. Man, sunsetting just totally ruined the 7 Seraph Greaves. I wonder, are these, because they're so close to that seasonal power cap, are these going to be technically sunsetted or not? Because it's like, it's kind of within that range. Were you able to grab a new GPU when they released? No, I didn't even bother. I knew it was going to happen. The way 2020 was going with all the people out there looking for a quick buck because they needed it, like they were desperate, I knew they were going to start reselling the shit. I figure maybe in a little while it might die down a little bit. Pretty much once folks like stop paying the premium for it, they're going to stop reselling it. I mean, how a lot of the console flippers in my area have stopped because a lot of folks are so mad on Facebook about whenever they try to flip them. So they've just stopped doing it altogether, a lot of them. Some of them still do, but it's like a lot better prices. Let's see what he tries to hum. I always come here hoping he's going to surprise me with something, but he never really does. All right, let me go ahead and grab some bounties from here, and then we'll head back into the battlegrounds. Okay, so like if it hasn't already gotten that little triangle trim thing now, or by the end of this season, because the end of the season is gonna also kind of like, I guess, change that. I think, I don't know. I'm trying to remember like the Cactus method of upgrading this so I can memorize how to do it. I know I kind of already broke that. Like I know you're supposed to go first these 3 are like here all the way out, here all the way out, and then here all the way out, and then go to the left side here. But I wanted to get the hammer charges and the gold up as soon as possible. The chip shortage. Yeah, that's what's making everything with a chip in it skyrocket. Like, especially cars, man. Holy shit. This is a good time to be a car dealer right now. Like, people are only seeing the fact that wholesale prices are up higher, but they're also making more money on new cars than ever before. Like Palisades and Tellurides are selling for, like, several thousand above sticker right now. Oh, yeah, I got some work cut out for me. I spent a little too much time in the place we call outside recently, so I'm trying to make up for that. All right, grenade launcher, pulse rifle. Yeah, so I need to do more submachine gun. Bought a camera in mid-December, but got a pretty good deal. Well, that's good. Yeah, if you're a shrewd negotiator and you know like wholesale values for stuff, you have a much better handle on negotiations that way. Also, if you know all the dealer tactics. How has the game music not turned back on? You know what, actually? I can just turn my music on. Actually,
Guardian, the Cabal
in a
have
different mood.
established a base not far from here. It's possible they're already engaged with the Hive, so expect a little chaos.
This is our chance to kill two birds with one stone.
If those are birds, you're gonna need a boulder at least.
There we go. That feels better. Man, if they should nerf anything, it's some damn drop pods. Like, I get shat on by those every single day. How did he... Okay. It looked like he just flew in front instead of, you know, away from my punch, like he should have. How did the drop pod get me from this far away from the drop pod? Like, I should not have been hit by that. All right, so I don't get into too much trouble, man. You have a good day, and I'll see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. Wait, is there any more glimmer out here? I always forget about this heavy sitting over here. Yo, what up, Jake? How you doing? Good to see you, man.
The Cabal brought some serious weaponry with them. They must really hate the Hive. And again, how else should you feel after your home has been destroyed?
Now is not the time to psychoanalyze the enemy.
Right. Meditate on their motives when they're dead.
I swear, man, I keep feeling like Crow just has a bone to pick with everyone in the last city. That or he's just actually kind of an asshole no matter how many times he gets reborn. Might be the latter. Oh, you mean this quest, Jake? Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is easy. I just wanted to get it knocked out. I keep putting that kind of stuff off, and sometimes I'll maybe like miss a week or whatever, so I'm trying to prevent that from happening. So I figured if I'm on for the TWAB, I'm already playing the game, and therefore I'm probably going to get this done. Oh, that's cool, Jake. That's very nice of you to help out like that. Yo, swear a bitch. I forgot there was a little hole up here. Really? I gotta save this one rocket I've got. Ironically, I managed to get a heavy break right on that kill. Steam account for Destiny 2 was somehow glitched and lost everything? Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Well, that's good, Jack. I'm glad you're getting your stuff back, because that would really be sad if you couldn't get anything back. Man, I was going to shoot that.
Now's your moment, young wolf. Invite the enemy to meet their end.
Oh, what'd you remember? I probably shouldn't have been that close to the action if I was that weak. Oh, that's cool. What are his favorite exotics? I just never learn my lesson, do I? I have to just like walk up to every boss when I have like no health. Like, I must do that every time. Okay, is it on repeat? I swear it was on repeat. Zeno? He must play a lot of Gambit. Or maybe Crucible, I don't know.
The Cabal certainly have it out for the Hive. It's almost a shame we can't team up.
Their mutual hostility may work to our advantage, but don't forget who we're fighting for. Hive, Cabal, Fallen. All of them are threats to the Traveler and the people it protects.
The Elixni I know don't care much about the Traveler. Keitel doesn't seem to either. Zero Lara, on the other hand. That's a grudge the Cabal will cling to till the end of time. And you know what they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Friends are friends, and enemies are enemies. That's war.
Well, I mean, Truck, it's copyright free, so I mean, you're not really going to expect it to be as good as, like, you know, #1 hit music. Although for copyright free, it's actually pretty good in my opinion. But I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. But don't worry, once we get back to the helm, we'll actually pause it for a little bit so we can hear the dialogue. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my Postmaster first. I just started making that a habit so I don't get stuff pushed out anymore. Oh, thank you, Truck. Yeah, the album in particular I was putting on Spotify, that one has a section that's just instrumental, and they have one that has lyrics attached to it as well. I have it on shuffle though, so I really didn't have any control over like which one it played.
Checking.
Yo, what's up, Vol Zero? How's it going? That's actually a pretty good set of leg armor. Do I have one that's intellect? I don't think I do. That's kind of high intellect. You know what? I've got basically the exact same thing here. I'm just going to get rid of this.
Check.
My night's been good so far, Thal Zero. How's yours going? Yeah, that one's a pretty good set of stats. I'm going to keep that for the moment.
Let's check. You must have messages. Thank you.
All right, now off to the helm. Oh, I see somebody near the desk there. Guess that's Osiris. Oh. Oh. This is
After
gonna be good.
everything the Cabal have done to us, after Gaul, we are warriors. Why aren't we at war?
This is not an easy decision. You know that.
Not easy, but inevitable. Neither side can sustain a real war, but the Cabal are aggressive and proud. If we do not end this, it will escalate beyond our control. The city is at risk.
So strike now. Take out their leader. United, we can handle the rest in a matter of weeks.
You don't think that lowers us to the enemy's level?
Whether it does or not, I doubt H.E.L.M will go down so easily. But perhaps there is wisdom in thinking like the Cabal. H.E.L.M has rallied support by embracing old traditions. If Zavala challenges her to ceremonial combat, she must accept, or risk losing that support. Humanity's champion versus the Cabal's. The winner dictates the future.
If we win, there's no guarantee Keitel's followers will honor the result, even if the Empress herself does.
And if we lose this gamble, when Keitel has a knife to your throat, will she thank you for your diplomacy?
Every fight is a gamble. The question is whether you're willing to bet on our best guardians.
Any day of the week. Make your preparations. I'll reach out to Keitel to discuss terms.
Commander.
I appreciate your cooperation.
I take it he didn't appreciate that. Be kind of cool to see Zavala actually fight, though. Oh, I just got all the lore pages? Awesome. Was that the entire quest? Oh, watch it be like he challenges her, right? But they each have their own champion, so we're gonna be his champion probably, fighting against Keidel's champion, and then probably killing Keidel right after. Well, that was easy. I figured that would take a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit more chore work. Probably I need Cabal bow defeats, so I'll probably just do that at some point off stream. Actually, I could probably get most of it done right now with Tiku's divination. Why did I keep this?
Need to make a supply run back to the shore for some spare parts soon.
Yo, what up, Summer? How's it going? Good to see you. I want to see if there's like a recording in there right now. I'm glad you're doing well, Summer. Nope, no more recordings.
Zavala seems awfully tired today.
All right, guys. Well, I got to head out and take care of some stuff, so that's going to be it for me today on live stream, but I'm working on some other things in the works for you guys, too, behind the scenes, so stay tuned, and hopefully I'm going to try my best to be on tomorrow. We're going to see what happens, but if I can't, just know I'll be on at some point this weekend. So thanks for hanging out and watching. I'll see you guys later. And if you want to come back and watch the 12 parts, if you rewind a little bit further back, you should be able to find it. I'll leave timestamps in the comment section, probably in the description as well, so you'll be able to slide just to the point where it starts the TWAB reading. So thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.